All Gen Gamers episode 32 highlights.
Hey guys, this is episode 32 of the All Gen Gamers podcast. I'm one of your co-hosts, John, Gamester81.
Oh, I'm happy to be here tonight, I tell you that.
It's a pleasure for all of us. We have a very special guest join us tonight, or today, and his name is... And Jason mentioned this game is, remember Rock of the Dead? I picked this game up for $15 new. And this game came out in October of 2010, and it's already down to 15 new.
Is that a testament of the game?
This is a testament of the game itself. It's interesting. You know, at first I wasn't really sure what to expect. I know you used a guitar from either Rock Band or Guitar Hero.
Didn't they cancel the Guitar Hero franchise?
I was going to mention that. Yeah. Activision got rid of Guitar Hero, and they're not going to do any more Tony Hawk's as of this year anyway.
That milked those ones too much. That's what happened.
That's the thing with Activision. It's kind of frustrating. Is they take a good franchise like Tony Hawk or like Guitar Hero, and they just milk the shit out of it. You know, too much.
I think their best bet, honestly, is just lay off the Tony Hawk games for like 5 years and then get people hyped up with a new release, sort of one that maybe goes back to the more arcadey style of the originals, you know? And
Tony Hawk grinding with the walker.
I was just about to say Tony Guy, old guy edition. You're only allowed to play the game if you're 65 and older.
Yeah.
Get a senior citizen discount at GameStop when you buy it.
Brains out.
Just to let everyone know, Johnny threw his back out.
No, I didn't throw my back out. I was lifting a box at work and I felt a little twinge and for sure I'm in a lot of pain, so I'm kind of laying down right now.
You know what you're going to get in the mail, dude? You're going to get in the mail from Mr. Heine a fold-up walker and 2 tennis balls.
Well, what I want is a Snuggie, Jason. I want a Snuggie too. It's funny, actually. I was in game deals and I was talking to this young kid. He's like 14 years old, and he had one of these carts that you play on your DSi or whatever, and to play copied games on there, copied DS games. And I'm like, oh, you got one of those? And he's like, yeah, I do. I'm like, oh, you don't like it? Like, what are your thoughts on it? He's like, yeah, being able to get anything, you don't really appreciate it, you know? And I thought that was kind of cool for a 14-year-old kid to say. He's like, basically, he was saying that he could play any game that he wanted to do, and because of that, it kind of killed the fun of going out and buying a game. And
that's a good point.
And this is not old news, and we've been hearing reports that this maybe could have an effect on people, but now it's becoming official that Japanese players are saying that their eyes are really strained playing this game, and that this is this machine is causing major eye strain. We're talking about the 3DS. Is
there a feature to turn the 3D off?
There is. There's a slide.
Okay.
Well then there's nothing to complain about.
But people love to bitch, and I think I'm all excited about it. We're all excited about it. We're like, yeah, and then there's all these people. It's straining my eyes. This is bad. And there's always some whiners out there that kill it. Like, yeah, exactly. John, just turn the slider down. Quit bitching and whining. People bitch and whine just for the sake of it. Like everybody who's throwing their Wii controllers through their TVs, grab a brain.
Yeah, I totally agree. You remember that when it came out? It's like, Nintendo, what are you going to do about it? I'm like, people, hold on to your controllers.
Yeah.
What are you going to do about it, Nintendo?
Listen, my friend, I told a story before. My friend, on the night of the Wii launch, we came home, we were playing bowling. He threw the control through the ceiling, right? Broke everything, right? The first day. What did Jason do? I don't go bitch, whine, piss to Nintendo. What do? I get on the Nintendo store and I order a dozen straps. Should we do a quick draw?
Sure.
Yeah. How long ago did you post it?
About 40 minutes ago.
Right before you started talking.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the Wales Quick Draw.
Sorry, when are you guys going to PAX? How long away is it now?
It's going to be, we're recording this on the 1st, and it is going to be on the 11th start.
Oh, geez, pretty close.
10 days away. Yeah, it's going to be
jealous.
It is going to be a great time, and I've already got like maybe 20 or 30 people like PM me and saying, I'll meet you out in front.
Wow.
It's going to be crazy.
It's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
That's going to be a lot of people there. Holy crap.
Yeah. And I say that and watch only 2 people show up. So I don't know. It's going to be, we'll see. I know.
I wanted to post something as well. I mean, if you're going to be there at 3, I might as well post a video and see who comes, everybody will meet up.
We need to get Pete out to PAX Prime. Maybe if we sell some T-shirts, All Gen Gamer T-shirts, and use that proceeds for him. But we need to do something to get him to come out.
Yeah, we gotta get him out there.
We
Because
gotta get
all
all
of
the
us are
four
gonna
of
be
us.
there as it is.
Absolutely.
It would be fun, yeah.
Find out how much of a price tag it is to get
Pete,
over.
I was thinking more about it too. Airfare is actually cheap around that time.
How much do you think it would be?
Well, I can look some stuff up.
All right, well, we'll talk about
Yeah,
it.
we'll talk about it. We'll talk about
Yeah,
it.
we'll try to do that. We'll
Yeah.
figure
Why don't you give me your address right here and let me type it in with social security number and I'll look that up.
Security, give me your.
The size and all that. We'll look that up. This podcast was created by retro video game collectors and YouTube show hosts Pete Dorr, Happy Console Gamer, Gamester81, and myself, Jason Heine. Make sure to follow along and subscribe to us on iTunes under the podcast section, All Gen Gamers. And if you want more information about this podcast, please visit www.allgengamers.com.